Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about CSMA CD, hubs, and collision domains. Okay, so if you remember, we've talked about in other videos, Ethernet being a shared bus or multi-access network, but the original Ethernet was a shared bus. What that meant was anything being sent by one device would be automatically seen by every device on the network. So if we have 1111 here, this abbreviated MAC address, sending to 3333, every device on the Ethernet bus, Ethernet network, would see it. This is why we have this Ethernet destination MAC address that specifically says who this Ethernet frame is for. Okay, so this computer here and other computers on the LAN that see it would say, oh, it's not for me. But 3333 would say, oh, this is for me, and would know to go ahead and read in the rest of the frame. Okay, what happens when two devices send at the same time on a bus? We have what's called a collision. What this is like is being in a classroom of say 15 people and having more than one person talking at the same time. It's very hard to understand what either one is saying if there's multiple people talking at the same time. And that's what we think of as a collision. Devices can't understand what message is actually being sent because it's getting multiple messages, lots of bits at the same time, and so we want to avoid that. So let's go ahead and look at how Ethernet handles collisions. Now, first of all, collisions are not errors. This was part of the Ethernet specification. And by the way, these are Ethernet collisions are something that should no longer happen on your network. Why is that? Because nowadays, the only time we'll see this is with something called hubs. We'll talk about those in a moment. But first of all, first of all, to have the possibility of collisions, that's what I'm getting at, sorry about that. These devices here must be working in half duplex. So the NIC cards must be half duplex. In the old days, they were half duplex connected to coax cables. Now they're half duplex NICs connected to hubs. But really, we shouldn't have hubs anymore, so this shouldn't be a problem. But back to collisions. So Ethernet uses something called CSMA CD, carrier sense multiple access with collision detection. So what would happen is this. First of all, the device's NIC would listen to the network. Okay, so it would listen, that's listening there, saying, hey, is anybody else transmitting? Okay, in this case here, let's say device A is listening and senses that nobody else is sending. It's like being in the classroom and nobody else is talking, so you feel free to just go ahead and maybe ask a question. Okay. Multiple access means that there might be multiple devices, let's say A and C over here, that are both listening and go, nobody's talking, so I'm going to go ahead and ask a question, or in this case, send at the same time. Okay, so they both send messages at the same time, okay, because they thought that nobody was using the medium because they didn't hear anybody, right? Okay, so that's multiple access. Collision detection. So what happens when two devices are sending at the same time? Just like when, if you're about ready you want to ask a question in class, nobody else is speaking, so you speak out with a question to the instructor, and so does somebody else at the same time. Well, you immediately notice by your talking and you also hear their voice that, hey, we're both talking at the same time. Well, something similar actually happens on the network and we have a collision. I surf, and one of the things that happens in surf is that we have waves, right, coming in. I'm actually going somewhere with this. We have waves coming into the shore, okay? And it's really nice when waves come in from a single direction. Hopefully they're nice waves. But let's say we have waves coming in from another direction too. This actually is a problem for surfers because it messes up the wave. Okay, so the two waves collide, you can see that there's a problem. Well, it's kind of the same thing on the network. All right, so collision detection, what actually happens here is that they both detect the collision. And so how do they resolve this? Well, the way that the Ethernet NICs resolve it is they both senders realize there's been a collision. They both back off and use this random back off algorithm. They both choose this random amount of time, just in milliseconds, choose it and say, I'll wait that amount of time before resending. And because they're random, when the first one, when it reaches its time slot, goes, okay, I've counted this many milliseconds, carrier sense, nobody's sending, I'm gonna go ahead and send. The other one, let's say, chose a longer time slot, will wait and go, oh, darn, you're sending. Okay, I'll have to wait until the medium is free again, till I do another carrier sense and nobody is sending. Just to answer your question, in case you're wondering what happens if they both choose the same number, they back off again and they detect the collision, they both back off again and try it again. All right, but again, so collisions are something that's a normal part of legacy Ethernet networks. We really shouldn't see them anymore. Nowadays, well, not nowadays, but after the coax bus cables that we used to use, we had hubs. Hubs are same thing as a repeater. We call them multi-port repeaters because the repeater generally had 2 ports. Hubs usually had several ports. But basically, as we can see here, a hub is what is known as a layer 1 device. It just does this. Whatever bits come in on one port, it sends those same bits out the other port. It doesn't even care what those bits are. It just sends it out all other ports, doesn't send it back out the incoming port though. It just replicates, regenerates those bits out all ports. That's all it does. All right. So if we have hubs in our network, we have a collision domain. And in this example here, we have 2 hubs. So in this case, if 1111 is sending at the same time 3333 is sending, because they're all interconnected by hubs, even if they're sending to 2 different devices, 2222 and 4444, remember what a hub does is it comes in one port and it's sent out all other ports. Okay. So what we're going to have is collisions. Okay. So only one device can send or receive, or basically send on in a collision domain in a network interconnected by 1 or more hubs. Okay. So here's an example of a collision domain. We have a switch here. So that's full duplex. So that we don't have to worry about that. We can send and receive. But this is a hub here. So in this case, only one device, whether it's the switch sending a Ethernet frame out, a router sending an Ethernet frame out, or either one of these devices, only one of these can send. If more than one of these devices send in this domain, we're going to have a collision. This is why you want to replace these hubs with switches. Okay? Because as we've seen previously in a previous video, switches operate in full duplex by default, and the NICs connected to these switches so we can send and receive at the same time. This NIC card, this NIC card, these NIC cards, these ports on this hub are all operating in half duplex, which we want to avoid. All right. Okay. All right, I hope that explained a little bit about CSMA CD, hubs, collision domains, and really why we don't want to use them anymore.